Good evening, Madam Moderator, members of the RTM, elected officials, and taxpayers of Darien. I am Betsy Hagerty-Ross, Darien Board of Education Chairman. Thank you for the opportunity to report on the Board of Education recommended budget for 2012-2013. The Board of Education 2012-2013 recommended operating budget is $79,984,182, or a 4.81% increase over last year's approved budget. Our recommended capital budget is $255,000. The capital projects include resurfacing the high school tennis courts, repairs to Henley's curbs and sidewalks, and replacement of a mower and a truck. The overall goal of the 2012-13 budget is to advance student learning through high-quality programs and instruction, while at the same time achieving the greatest possible economy of resources. This budget balances the educational excellence that is expected by our community and our fiscal responsibility to the town of Darien. The economic uncertainty that we face as a nation at the federal and state level continues to have an impact on our planning. Unfunded state mandates, special education directives, enrollment growth, and fixed costs have contributed to our increases. In addition, the administration and Board of Education have deferred much-needed programs and projects over the past several years that have been addressed in this budget. Enrollment continues to be a major driver of our budget. As we all know, access to the Metro North, the I-95, and our high-achieving school district makes Darien a very desirable community in which to live and raise children. This was also confirmed by the Census Bureau report last year that our percentage of persons under 18 was 36.8%, the highest in the state and 10% above the state average, all of which are responsible for the 10% growth in enrollment in the Darien Public Schools over the past 6 years. This increase has not occurred in our other DERG communities. For 2012-13, we had projected our overall enrollment to remain stable, with a shift in students and resources from the middle school to the high school. At the elementary level, where class size is regulated by Board of Education policy, we projected flat enrollment. To no one's surprise, when kindergarten registration occurred in February, we have had an increase in our enrollment, which will require at least one additional section. We continue to be proactive in trying to reduce our fixed costs. As of July 1st, 2012, our largest bargaining unit, the Teachers Union, will move to an HSA plan, which will moderate our healthcare cost increases. Henley has been converted to natural gas for heating, and solar panels were installed at the high school and Ox Ridge. We continue to collaborate with the town in our electricity and fuel oil purchasing. We are also looking to the state for a construction grant to offset a portion of the Middlesex roof, as well as collaborating with the 35 Leroy Building Committee to seek state reimbursement for the building project. We would like to thank the Board of Finance for its creative thinking in moving the Middlesex roof project to the 2011-12. This enabled us to have the roof completed over this summer. As part of Dr. Falcone's 2011-12 goals and objectives, a cultural shift is taking place within the schools so that all teachers recognize a shared responsibility for all students. Through Dr. Falcone's thorough and methodical approach, cost efficiencies and staff maximization has been identified. For 2011-12, cost increases for special education have been reduced from 4% from a 13% average in the past 3 years. Unfortunately, these efficiencies in 11-12 resulted in a reduction in our special education excess cost reimbursement. Dr. Falcone and his administrative team will continue to maximize our special education resources, which is reflected in an additional reduction of this grant by $900,000 in the 12-13 budget. The reduction of this grant contributes over 1% of the total 4.81% requested increase. The 2012-13 Board of Education budget has been prepared with all of these issues at the forefront. We have addressed the special education concerns and have been more conservative in our approach. This year's increase of $3,670,378, or 4.81%, is comprised of 3.1%, which represents contractual, operational, and fixed obligations necessary to open our doors at the start of our school years. It includes less than 0.7%, or $533,623 of new initiatives. Our new initiatives include a social worker at the elementary level, a psychologist for the middle and high school, and the elementary world language program. This evening, we can report that we are forecasting to end the 2011-12 school year in a positive position. It hinges upon an additional $150,000 in summer school revenue, which needs to be booked by June 30th. While I have this opportunity, parents, remember to go online to DarienPS.org and sign up your children for sports camps, drama clubs, orchestra and band camps, or Jumpstart for middle school to help us meet our budget. We would like to thank the members of the Board of Finance, the RTM Education, and Finance and Budget Committees who challenged us to carefully look at the management of the school district's financial resources. We listened to your recommendation and answered your challenge. With the RTM's long-standing support of education, together, we built a great asset for the town of Darien. Not only is our school system thriving, but more importantly, our students are thriving. It goes beyond the bricks and mortar. The students, our children, are the core of our school system. They represent the future of our community and our world. We request that you continue to support this investment in the future of our community by supporting the Darien Board of Education 2012-2013 recommended budget. Thank you.